And then I heard this almighty clattering and clanging and banging sound, so I knew it had, you know, I knew it had ruptured and, and the stones were flying around inside my washing machine. What I'm cutting this morning is this. Yes, another novelty iPhone stand. This time out of Mokutai. So here is what we're doing. So that's the crudely cobbled together jig to hold the Mokutai. It's ugly, there's clamps everywhere and stuff, but I'm really cautious about clamping down with this Mokutai material because of the price of it. Like, if the metal moves, it's like $1,000 mistake. I don't want that happening. So we've over clamped it and we're ready to start cutting. Now the cutting is going to take 1 hour and 20 minutes because we're doing it on a very high quality cut. When you use the water jet cutter, you usually get what's called a taper. You know, it doesn't cut vertically, but when you cut it on this one, it's almost a perfect vertical cut. It's going to take about 1.5 hours to cut that Mokutai, so I'm going to go and do some work in the cafe. It's not often I give a girl my phone number, but sometimes. 1.5 hours later, or thereabouts, and we have it cut. There we go. Check out that. Time for some sanding to begin on this. You know, it's funny, this is the tumbler I have now. It's a big beast, centrifugal tumbler. It's like 20 or 30 times faster than a normal rotational one. And I've had this for about 1.5 years. And the reason I'm sort of talking about it just now is because if you take a look at this. Now, today I just made this iPhone stand. I'll explain it in a later video. And so I want to tumble this, but I want to tumble it for a long time. So we're busy with that new big centrifugal tumbler. It's got a couple of weeks worth of work left, and you know, if we use one of the 4 barrels for this, it'll increase the time it takes to do that, you know, by a few days. So I'm having to go to this, my first ever tumbler, proper tumbler. Actually, my first tumbler, I went to the local store, bought a plastic tub, put a pile of rocks in it from my garden, chucked a bit of titanium in it, screwed a lid on, wrapped a towel around it, tied string round and round and round it, and put it in my washing machine. Yeah, I really did that. It worked. Like, I got about half an hour, and then I heard this almighty clattering and clanging and banging sound, so I knew it had, you know, I knew it had ruptured and, and the stones were flying around inside my washing machine. Had to pick them all out, but it worked. And soon after that, I bought this little thing here. Now this here will go on top of this here, and that spins round. But yeah, it's just kind of nostalgic thinking back to 2.5, 3 years ago when I first bought this thing. It's so small, and it seemed big at the time, but yeah, funny how things progress. So what we're cutting this, start again, Jesus.